With most jobs nowadays and career paths, looking for candidates with higher education, such as a college degree or more like a technical certificate, and this trend isn't slowing down anytime soon. With college degrees being the standard of today and higher education becoming ever so important, why shouldn't more people take advantage of it? There's flaws in the systems that we have in place today that we can't fully take advantage of the education system we have now. The ever rising cost of college tuitions have made it difficult for many to afford, which is why I believe there should be more funding for not only Louisiana, but for all states, a public universal system to support the need for higher education. Just as Sarah Goldrick Rab said in her article to the New York Times, college should be affordable, and it's hard to find an American family who doesn't agree. As we move forward, we'll discuss the flaws of the current higher education system and try and find a solution that'll better society. Higher education has become a standard of today's living and expectations. You can't go get a job without them asking for credentials. Yet not everyone has a chance to attend college and gain that higher education which is truly needed due to the rising costs and living expenses and so on. As Daniel J. Hurley says, states' de-investment in higher education in recent decades has driven tuition prices ever higher, placing us in a precipice of a college affordability crisis. The rising costs proven to be a barrier to entry as wealthy families in America graduation rate have soared to 80% and the lower have diminished to almost nothing. Financial aid helps promote and cover expenses to the lower income families, but does little for the middle class families that truly make up the economy of today. But from experience, as someone who doesn't have TOPS and no financial aid, I pay for everything myself. These cuts to these universities and tuition rates rising every year truly hurt. Instead of just going with the trend and keep throwing money at the higher education system we have now, why don't we try and change it? An interesting plan put in place by Josh Friedman from Forbes that in an article he states, free public higher education is an idea out of the mainstream and fully implementation is politically impossible right now. But with that said, we can still make steps to change and better our higher education system to make it, since it is more crucial. Some suggestions were risk pooling, progressively tied incentives, cost controls. There's many things that we can do to incentivize education that will better society. Having public universal higher education system run by the country would be exponentially beneficial. The country would invest in their citizens' education, and it will turn out better for the society. If you invest in your citizens, you'll obviously get that back with educated citizens ready to help the economy. According to an article by the Huffington Post by Morel Howard, public benefits of higher education are even more numerous and for a large society more significant than looking through a lens of an individual. Morel's article, Higher Education and Public Goods, show benefits of higher education such as a healthy and economies aspiring and grow to need college graduates. College graduates tend to be engaged citizens. They vote. They are volunteers in the community. They tend to put less strain on the healthcare system. So think about it. A successful society is a sustainable one, and a sustainable society can only be held through education. So why not put our resources towards a public education system that will help all and better our society as a whole? So let's take action and make the necessary changes that are needed to better ourselves. Knowledge is key to success, and through higher education, we can gain that much needed success in society. Thank y'all.
Good job, man. Well done.
Thank y'all.
All right, I'm gonna go set it up, guys.
All right, man.